The drama surrounding Shadur Sanders has officially entered a new phase, and it is one nobody expected this quickly. What once felt like a non-stop pylon from analysts, former players, and media voices has suddenly flipped into something far more revealing. The same mouths that questioned his arm talent, mocked his demeanor, and dismissed his NFL future are now being forced to slow down, rewind the tape, and publicly walk back what they said. And nothing captures that reversal more clearly than what unfolded after Shadur's performance against the Wet Titans. From the very first snap, the difference was obvious. Shadur was playing faster, not just in terms of footwork, but in decision-making, eye discipline, and pocket awareness. The old criticisms about him holding the ball too long or struggling with NFL timing simply did not match what was happening on the field. On a traditional under-center bootleg, the mechanics were clean. The fake was sharp, the head snapped immediately to locate the end man, and the throw came out with confidence. These are the kinds of details that separate prospects from professionals, and Shadur was checking every box. This was not backyard football. This was structured, disciplined, high-level quarterback play. That is why the reaction from Don Orlovsky hit so hard. For months, Orlovsky had been one of Shadur Sanders' loudest critics. He questioned his throwing ability, dismissed his readiness for the league, and even went beyond film to criticize his interviews and personality. There was a tone to it that felt personal, as if Shadur represented something Orlovsky simply did not want to believe in. And yet, after this game, the tone changed completely. Not subtly, not halfway, completely. Instead of dismissing Shedeur, Orlovsky broke down his tape with the same respect he reserves for established NFL starters. He pointed out processing speed, backside awareness, and throws made under real pressure. At one point, he went as far as calling a specific throw under duress the best he had seen from any quarterback. That kind of statement does not come lightly, especially from someone who previously acted as if Shedeur barely belonged in the conversation. The irony was impossible to ignore. The same analyst who once questioned whether Shadur could survive in the league was now comparing his execution to high-level starters. What makes this moment so powerful is not just the praise itself, but what it represents. Everything a quarterback does is a job interview. Every snap, every decision, every response to adversity becomes evidence. Shadur understood that from the beginning, even when the noise around him got loud. While critics focused on his confidence or tried to frame his calm demeanor as arrogance, Shadur focused on the work. And now the tape is doing the talking. The shift did not stop with Orlovsky. Tony Gross, another frequent skeptic, also reversed course in dramatic fashion. This is the same analyst who once mocked Shedeur for mentioning arm soreness, suggesting weakness rather than acknowledging workload and effort. It was a moment that rubbed many people the wrong way, especially considering how often young quarterbacks are pushed to their physical limits. That comment lingered as an example of how quickly narratives can be weaponized against players who do not fit a certain mold. But Sunday changed that narrative. Watching Shedeur lead the Browns back from multiple deficits forced even Tony Gross to confront reality. This was the first time Shedeur faced real adversity in a competitive NFL environment, and he passed the test. Not once, but twice. 2 fourth-quarter touchdown drives under pressure told a story that no studio debate could spin away. Even though the second comeback fell just short, the response mattered more than the result. Shadur did not shrink. He did not panic. He elevated. That is why hearing praise from someone who once openly doubted him carried real weight. It was not about winning an argument. It was about proving, in real time, that the earlier criticisms were premature at best and misguided at worst. Shedeur did not ask for apologies. He did not clap back. He simply kept stacking performances until the truth became unavoidable. What we are witnessing now is not just a player improving, but a narrative collapsing. Analysts who built relevance by tearing him down are now scrambling to reframe their stance. Some of that may be genuine growth. Some of it may be survival instinct in a media landscape that punishes being wrong longer than it punishes being loud. Either way, the result is the same. Shadur Sanders is no longer the easy target. He is the standard that critics now have to reckon with. This moment also says something deeper about how young quarterbacks are evaluated. Too often, confidence is misread as entitlement. Composure is mistaken for indifference, and patience is framed as weakness. Shadur challenged those assumptions from day one. He did not conform to the usual script, and that made people uncomfortable. Now that he is succeeding, the same traits once criticized are being reframed as leadership, maturity, and poise. The bigger picture is impossible to ignore. This is not about one throw or one game. This is about a quarterback who is steadily positioning himself as the future of the Cleveland Browns, not through hype, but through consistency, resilience, and execution. The league is full of talented arms, but not everyone can command a pocket, respond to pressure, and elevate teammates when everything is on the line. Shedeur is showing he can as the critics backpedal and the praise grows louder. One thing is becoming clear. Shadur Sanders is not a temporary storyline. He is not a fluke. He is not a project being propped up by optimism. He is a real NFL quarterback earning real respect in real time. The tape proves it. The comebacks prove it. And the sudden silence from his loudest doubters proves it most of all. Now the question shifts from whether Shedeur belongs to how high his ceiling truly is. Has he already silenced his critics for good, or is this just the beginning of a much bigger rise? Do you believe analysts like Dan Orlovsky and Tony Gross genuinely see what is happening now, or are they simply adjusting to stay relevant? And most importantly, do you believe Shadur Sanders is the franchise quarterback Cleveland has been searching for all these years? Drop your thoughts below. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed this breakdown, and subscribe for more deep dive storytelling as this saga continues to unfold.